Next on Deck with Tim Black.
It's all a lie. It is all a grift. Every American, except the most partisan, brain-rotted people, are going to be outraged by this today. He is going to leave off. You think 39% job approval is bad? Just you wait.
So, Joe Biden pardoned Hunter Biden, and a lot of people are pissed off about it because some people believe that Joe Biden was all the things that they were saying Joe Biden was. Now, those of us who never believed that at all, we're not surprised.
There are Democrats saying they're not happy that President Biden made this decision.
Yeah, well, tough. The president went ahead and did what he thought was right for him and to protect his son.
Joe Biden is leaving office making the strongest possible case for Donald Trump that anybody could possibly make it, and that's that our government and our justice system is of, by, and for the elites and nobody else. He ran to banish Trumpism from our political system in this country, and he has left it politically and now institutionally the strongest possible political force in this country. It is a complete and utter failure by the head of the Democratic Party and the President of the United States. Never again do I want to hear, oh, Donald Trump's a liar. You can't believe anything he says. Donald Trump will abuse his power. Donald Trump will only use the system to benefit himself and his family and so on and so forth. Never again. I have one question for Karen, and that is, why did he need an 11-year blanket pardon going back to 2014 when Joe Biden was the vice president? We are sitting on the biggest cover-up of who knows what crimes, and Joe Biden amazingly knows exactly, roughly, when it started. He knows.
You know when you're effective when they start laughing. That's when you know you're being very effective. Because that's all they can do is they can try to laugh you off. There's no response, no rebuttal, but you're going to laugh. You're going to say, oh, this is right-wing conspiracy theory. Why else would you need an 11-year pardon? Why? Why would you need an 11-year pardon for two particular charges? I thought you were pardoning for the... See, most Americans believe, they would think, most people believe, I believe, most people think that Hunter was pardoned for those two crimes. Nah, it's for anything and everything they ever find about him.
Just about when it all started. He's leaving office in complete and total disgrace. He is a liar, and there is no other way to spin this today. This has nothing to do with Trump and everything to do with the character of Joe Biden.
That Republicans have been, for years now, trying to attack the president himself, go after his family. And when you have someone who literally ran their campaign on retribution, on the idea of,
everything's about Trump. Nothing's about Biden. Nothing about Hunter, the guy who broke the law. Nothing about Biden, the guy who pardons the guy that broke the law. Nothing about the laptop. Nothing about the case. Nothing about Ukraine. Nothing about anything. Nothing about the allegations against Hunter, how they extend, why people have been calling them the Biden crime family. Nothing about any of that. Everything is always about Trump. That's the only response. And nowhere in the world would that ever work for anything else, for anybody else. I had to ask you, when was the last time you were able to do that? You were able to shift the blame to someone else who wasn't there when you did whatever you did. When have you ever been able to get out of an issue by pointing across the street? I know it's never worked for me. I wish I had that one up my sleeve.
be your retribution and getting back at his enemies. I would imagine, obviously I haven't spoken to the president about this, but I would imagine the president took a look at this and said, I want to make sure this is ironclad, that there is nothing that can be done to circumvent what I'm going to do to protect my son and to try to take the target off of his back once and for all. So that's my reading of it. But again, I think that the hypocrisy here, it is astounding. I mean, Donald Trump has said and done things, said things and done other things. And again, he's a convicted felon himself. He has used his power.
She can't come up with anything to say. It's a horrible position to be in, frankly. I mean, don't get it twisted, guys. I wouldn't want to be in that position. I just wouldn't do it. Yeah, one way you avoid being in a position where you got to defend the indefensible is not take the job. Yeah, I'm not going to feel sorry for someone who wants the airtime, who decides to go on here to try to do this. How do you defend this? There is no way. You've been asked to do the impossible just to get your mug on TV. Nah, I'm good. I think I'll sit at home and watch episodes of Cross, Alex Cross. Or maybe I'll watch that Netflix with Coleman Domingo. Yeah, that looked good. Yeah, the Madness. That's the name of it. Maybe I'll watch that. I mean, anything's got to be better than trying to do this. This is for the dogs, man. This is for the birds, baby. Nah, you ain't going to bring me on CNN and make me look like a damn fool in front of the world. Trying to defend rich-ass Joe Biden's lies. His son was the bag man. All right, I think Scott Jennings is going to end this by eviscerating homegirl.
To benefit his friends, his wealthy allies. In this instance, we're talking about a man who decided to take care of his son after years of unrelenting attacks. I don't blame him.
You guys can spend all day long trying to spin this, that this is Donald Trump's fault, that this is somehow caused by Donald Trump. Oh, he's appointing the wrong people. Oh, he did it. Oh, this is the worst possible thing a president could possibly do to his party and to the country, to sit for a year and say, I will not do this. I will not do this. The rule of law is sacred. We have to respect the justice system. Juries, we have to respect juries. We have to respect the guardrails and the norms of our democracy. These people are liars. Inflation, it's transitory. Afghanistan, it's a success. The border is secure. Robert Hur is a liar. The videos are cheap fakes. Biden has a cold. He'll never drop out. Oh, I'll never pardon Hunter. It's all a lie. It is all a grift. Every American, except the most partisan, brain-rotted people, are going to be outraged by this today. He is going to leave off. You think 38, 39% job approval is bad? Just you wait. Just you wait. He's disgraced today. Outrageous. Are you fine with the lying? Are you fine with him sitting before the election all year and lying to the American people? Are you fine with the lying about it?
Yes, she is.
I don't think that he was lying. I think he made a decision after the fact and decided this was the right thing for him and for his family. Period. Full stop. Donald Trump decided that it was okay to pardon
Joe Biden, Karine Jean-Pierre. How many minutes of tape do we have of both of these people telling the American people this will not happen? It's I mean, we could play it all morning. It's a lie, and it's a lie to benefit his own family, and that's all that it is. And everybody who went on TV and said, oh, look how he's the modern George Washington. He's drained every ounce of credibility from every surrogate. If Karine Jean-Pierre had an ounce of self-respect, she'd get off the plane in Africa today, where they're going, so he can avoid the press and resign. He's drained all of her credibility, and everybody else who's defended this, it's draining for forever.
Yeah, I definitely got to give it to Scott Jennings on this. This is great for him to have this opportunity to moonwalk all up and down the Democratic Party. Yeah, just moonwalk all over him. That's what he was able to do in this segment. Have a real good time doing it, too. They deserve it. They have it coming, Johnson, because there is no way that they would ever allow Trump to do such without hearing about it for the next coming months. Yeah, the title of tonight's show is Will America Finally Unmask the Political Charades? And I really wish it would. I really wish we had the strength to muster. I really wish we had the wherewithal. I really wish we had the right types of political engagement that got people to wake up, made them really realize, truly understand just how bad both parties are, just how bad our political system is, to understand that the Democratic Party is not the party of black people, it's not the party of working people, it's not the party of anything other than the corrupt Democratic Party. And that the Republican Party is not a place to go either. We need more parties. We just do. But if there is a difference, one of the differences is one party holds primaries, the other one doesn't. One party likes to pander to elements of society, and then at the end of the day, doesn't do anything really for them. One party has the full brunt of the media industrial complex behind it, so it lie, and it accuses you of things that it's already doing, has done, and will continue to do. That's the Democratic Party, and that's why I've been saying, and people have been pushing back, and people have been saying, Tim, you're wrong. What happened to you, Tim? I woke up. I wish you would too. Because the Democratic Party is the greater evil. So I believe we dodged a bullet with Kamala Harris. That bullet is still out there traveling. What Joe Biden did is not what he did, it's how he did it, it's why he did it, and what it really means. If you're pardoning somebody for 11 years, it's hard for you to try to justify by saying they committed 2 sole crimes. Most people with common sense would figure out that you need a blanket pardon for that long a time because there was some criminal activity done across that period of time. There is no reason why you do it otherwise. So will America wake up? Will we be able to unmask the political charades? I don't know, man. I really don't. I would like to hope that we get there somehow, some way. But if we continue to rely on corporate media to be the linchpin, if we rely on corporate media, if that's got to be the manner in which we do the unmasking, it'll never happen. They're paid to lie to us. And I don't say all this to make you want to go after your neighbors and go after your friends. I'm not Joy Reid. I want you to understand that your friends, your neighbors, your brothers, your sisters, family members, your spouses, your spouse, everyone. I want you to recognize that millions, if not billions of dollars are spent to lie to us. That's what the big salaries are for. Rachel Maddows not only paid $8 million to lie to you, she's paid $8 million not to tell you the truth. Same thing with Joy Reid and all the others. Morning Joe, all of them. Al Sharpton's paid to sheep herd black folks along with Roland Martin, but also not to tell them the truth. It goes the other way too, so recognize that. So when you're defending them and you're saying, Tim Black, why are you so hard on us? Recognize they ain't fighting for us, and there's all types of us's. There's all types of groups. It's not that simple. When they're just getting their money right, they're getting it at the expense of our truths, of our realities, of our futures, and of our presence. And not just ours, everyone that we love.